Alright, today's video is about Btoom. It's a very underrated anime that I watched back in high school. I'm pretty sure, yeah, in high school, like probably like maybe like my freshman year, early. This anime I thought I was like, does anybody know about this? No one ever talked about it. When I brought it up, everyone was like, no, never heard of it, bro. And they thought I was fucking lying. They said that shit don't even sound like anime, Btoom. But it's a spin on like Call of Duty, but with grenades. Or you could probably say Halo. Not even. But or Sword Art. It's a spin like on Sword Art, but with grenades, like kind of Call of Duty. It's like a virtual game sense, but then doesn't then it's not a virtual game. And pretty much the story goes on like the game Platoon is ran by a company, I think Tycoon, some shit like that. But they sell this game and then everybody plays it, and the main character named Sakamoto, and he plays it, and he doesn't have a job, and his mom is always like bitching at him because he doesn't work. All he does is play that fucking game, and he's really good at it, don't get me wrong. And he wanted to be a game designer, but he never really puts any effort into that. He just plays the game, and she's yelling at him, and then he snaps on her ass. But it's like, bro, come on, you're 22 and like you have no fucking job, and do something with your life, bro. Just not like, yeah, if you're doing that, bro, and you're not trying to like better yourself at all, or like get some money, and you're just, come on, bro, like just touch some grass. Like I don't know. It did piss me off when I was watching. I was like, bro, like I'm not gonna lie, like I was siding with his mom. Like, so usually I'm with the main character, even like with Light, but no, Sakamoto was a bitch. He was a bitch nigga, like that ass. But with that being said, so it pretty much goes to show he's not the best person, and in the game he pretty much reaches to the top, and he even finds himself a girlfriend, a virtual girlfriend, which crazy coincidence, which I'm gonna talk about it later. But then out of nowhere, he's playing the game, and he just beat the French team who are number one, and everybody is gloating him and his team. And pretty much the game of Btoom is you're playing with bombs, and you gotta try to there's 8 different type of bombs, and you try to get them to detonate the different enemies around you, which you have sonars. But when you use a sonar, it tells you where the enemy is at, but it also will reveal your location, so you gotta use it very smart. And you set up traps, like there's some bombs where you could just throw them and they explode off impact. Some have a timer. You have set mines. uh, there's this one that we're gonna talk about that's crazy. It's like you stick it on one, like a sticky grenade, and there's another one where you stick it on someone and then it just like evaporates like a big chunk of them. I like that one personally. That's like my favorite one. But Sakamoto, he's playing the game, and then they're gloating him, and then he just wakes up out of nowhere, and he's in the forest, and then he's like stuck in a parachute, and he doesn't know where the fuck he's at or how he got there. And right off the back, he finds out that he has like some bags on him, and then he sees like a little small device. He clicks it, and then he sees it has the number 10. He doesn't know it's a timer, so he's just looking at countdown, and then he throws it, and then it explodes, and then he's not realizing what the fuck is going on, and that he's actually playing the game. And which is crazy is that the company took, like, I think about 10, was it, I think 10 or 12 contestants, a couple, a handful of people, and they put them on an island pretty much. It's so that they can kill each other, and the last one to survive gets, I don't know if they get money or they just get to go back home. But all these people have done something really bad in their life that put them in these circumstances to eliminate each other, and it's exactly like the game. They all have different types of bombs, and they have a little green crystal in their hands that they call sonars that they can find other players, but also revealing their location. And Sakamoto runs into some weird dude. I can't remember his fucking name, so fuck that guy. And the dude off back already crackhead energy trying to kill Sakamoto whatsoever. And but Sakamoto doesn't know how to use his bomb, like, bro. And he has a moral compass of not killing. But like, bro, you were snapping at your mom, and that's crazy. They sent him there because of how disrespectful he is to his mom. Man, why not? Like, bro, he's the best at the game, but he's like, yeah, so fuck him. And he's in a panic, and then he finally figures out what his bombs do, and that there are set timers, while the crackhead energy man's bombs are just detonators. As soon as he throws them, as soon as they land, hit, touch, something, whatever, they explode. But Sakamoto ends up leaving a bomb under him and jumping into the ocean, which he loves to do a couple of times in this anime. And the bomb detonates on the front of the crackhead, killing him. And Sakamoto takes his bomb, and there were some people that might have been watching that. Then you see there's a whole bunch of different groups. The weird group with the big man, and what's it called? The weird creep rule, and then the school teacher, and then the blonde girl. And the crazy thing is, the blonde girl is Sakamoto's love interest. And what she did, you know what? Let me talk about what she did. What she did was fucked up. It was straight bullshit. So there's some nigga that she had a couple of friends meet some nigga that she thought was fine as fuck, and all of her friends thought he was fine as fuck. He said, "Oh yeah, coming back to my little shandy," And then what he did, it's kind of tough to say, but he abused the women, and yeah, and she escaped. While instead of helping them, she just ran off. And I don't remember. I don't think she told anybody. She probably did tell someone, I think. I can't fully remember, but yeah, she escaped and left them, and she was the one that introduced them to him, and it was really fucked up. So she definitely deserved to be on that. I don't give a fuck. Even if she's in high school, she deserved to be there. But with the creeper, he's thinking about like, yo, the games just kill each other, and we all over here like in a campfire, like what the fuck going on? And the school teacher's like, no, nigga, chill out with all that like funny business. And then he says, what you gonna do, bro? You threatening me? And then you already know what happens. Creeper looking dude, he kills the teacher. And then Himiko is the blonde girl. I for sure remember her name because she's the main part of the story. And Himiko, she hides behind the teacher. No, she tries to hide behind the teacher. She hides behind the big fat ass. I'm not trying to call him fat ass just to be rude. You can see why I'm calling him a fat ass or a fat fuck. But the creeper looking dude, he kills the teacher instantly. Like, bro, you're a teacher, dude. You had no fucking chance against this Rambo looking mofo. I want to say motherfucker, but I'm just saying mofo. Oh, I guess I just said it. Okay. And then the fat fuck is running with Himiko, and he's trying to protect her, and they have to get past the bridge. And he's using his sonar. Then they don't know how to use it, but they accidentally use it, and that's how he finds their location, because it reveals where he's at, but also revealing them, and they got to get over a bridge, and as soon as they get over it, they blow it up. And big guy, bro, ugly ass dude. Come on, bro. It's not always the case, but yeah, with the Himiko's trauma with the dude that she thought she trusted, and that tried to sexually assault her, and then she got away. this guy comes in, you know, his bitch ass tries to. But what Himiko did was she had a bomb in her pocket, a timer bomb, like a timer. It's the same as Sakamoto, and when the fat fuck was on her and he was trying to do whatever, and then she pressed the button and she's like, fuck that shit. And you know what we both about to die in this bitch. And then his dumb, you know what he does? He gets up, tries to run away. He said, fuck that. I ain't done with you. She's like, wait a minute. She's like, what the fuck? You think I'm done by myself? Threw that shit, clocked his ass. Easy kill, bro. I mean, what the fuck this nigga thought? Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna keep holding the bomb, bitch. She threw that shit like fucking Drew Brees too. I give her props. Nah, that was a good kill. But then we move on, and you know, Sakamoto, you know, no, we move on to this demon kid, and this demon kid has a lawyer, bro. If a kid has a lawyer with him, you already know he's no good for society. He's not good. You shouldn't be associating with this motherfucking jit. But this demon kid, he's walking around with his lawyer and some other guy, and demon kid's like, man, this shit getting boring, bro. Like this shit already said you gotta kill. So you already see his bombs are the ones he sticks it on you, and then it just takes a like, it's like a big void. It like eats a big part of you, and I was like, yo, I like him. He's the one, bro. This kid right here, I'm fucking with his grenades. And then, you know, he said, nah, that's not enough. He's about to slaughter his lawyer. Then fucking Sakamoto, you know, he comes in, you know, he fights the demon kid. Demon kid looking ruthless, got blood on his face, you know, like bloodlust. Shit just gets reckless. But to move fast forward, Sakamoto beats him, and while Sakamoto out there, he defeating him, he runs into, there's some care packages that come, and then the care packages drop food, and some girl is running towards that shit all happy and shit, you know, she's like, I just got some food. As soon as she picks that shit up, Sakamoto sees like, damn, he be mad as fuck, but he like hiding. And then next thing you know, that shit explodes. Turns out it was a trap mine. And then Sakamoto was looking at the nigga, he's like, yo, who the fuck is this guy, bro? And nigga all tied up, long hair with shades on, nigga look tough. So turns out Sakamoto ends up running to him later, and then they fight just for a little brief moment, but he almost ends up murking Sakamoto. And then the nigga calls Sakamoto by his name, and then Sakamoto's like, yo, who the fuck? Like, how does this nigga know me? Because that's another coincidence. Out of everybody, Sakamoto knows another nigga. Like, I mean, the Himiko, when him and Himiko meet up, he finds out that that's the girl. But let's finish talking about the nigga that tried to kill him right there with this trap mines. Turns out to be one of his best friends from high school, but they stopped being friends out there. That nigga smashed the girl that Sakamoto that loved but never spoke to. And then that's when he's like, oh, that's that nigga Oda. And that's funny how he says Oda, because, you know, Oda, One Piece, that's anime live. Sorry. Not sorry. And pretty much, you know, then he set out to kill him for that. But Sakamoto don't really hate him anymore, because he's like, bro, he don't know why he hit him or why he did that. But pretty much running fast forward, Sakamoto meets Himiko, and he finds out that she is the love interest in the video game, which I totally find that to be a crazy ass coincidence still, but still pretty decent anime. But this is the part where it gets creepy though. Like, yeah, throughout the part where they meet each other, it feels like, yeah, they really do like each other, but it's like, yo, my nigga, you're going to fucking jail. You're getting locked up, Sakamoto. She's 15, nigga, you're 22. And I remember talking to my friend that told me about the anime, and I seriously don't know how he found it. He's like, we talked about it. He's like, yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit was weird as fuck. He's like, bro, that nigga 22. He's like, bro, but that's the only part that like always selling me that was creepy. Besides all the sexual assault shit, that shit was kind of gruesome and weird as fuck as well. But that just weird. Thank God Sakamoto, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't kiss her or like even touch her or anything like that. But they're just pretty much throughout the rest of the story, they're just helping each other out, from trying to protect each other, and then they run into some fucking fat nigga. He wasn't, yeah, some big nigga who turns out to be part of the company who tries to kill them at the end, Sakamoto and Himiko. And I'm not gonna say how that ends because I do want you guys to watch it. And some things I kind of did leave out and twist because it's a really good 12. I did want there to be a second season because not everybody dies. It ends off on a good like cliffhanger, but it's just like for the thing like they did right there for that anime, it was really really good and really innovative. I just thought I'd never seen any anime like that. I mean, I have seen animes where you gotta eliminate this person to win, but the way they did it in that type of way and sense, where you actually do want to see what happens to these characters because it tells you why everybody's there and everybody has a really compelling backstory. So I really enjoyed it, to be honest. I feel like, and they meet this. Hold on, before I end this off, they meet this one fuck nigga named Dante, son, bro. That motherfucker. I'm not even gonna get started on him, but if you do get a chance, just like it's only 12 episodes, it's like 4 hours. If you watch everything, skip all the intros because I don't even remember the intros, so you already know that I never rule. But shit, that's just been the video. Like, please, if you ever get a chance, watch Btoom. I thought it was very interesting back in high school. I watched some of it before I did this review. That's why I do remember things. See, I'm gonna actually go back and do review. So because people like, oh, you don't know your facts in the comments. I'm like, hey, bro, I know my fucking facts, bro. I just like to play around with them, get jiggy and groovy. But that's just me. But that's just been the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and tell me how you feel about Btoom if you watched it. Yeah.